is the best life. Fuck a suit and tie in a desk life. Mess life is the best life. Fuck a suit and tie in a desk life. Mess life is the best life. Fuck a suit and tie in a desk life. Mess life is the best life.
1, 2.
Fuck a suit and tie in a desk life. Yo, you can catch me out in traffic with my bike and my bag. Running red lights cause I'm on a rush tag. Flying up market and I'm headed to Superior. Passing up commuters cause they all ride inferior. No helmet on my head, everybody think I'm crazy, but I do this shit for real. Riding my bike pays me. I'm out to get the gravy, never slacking on my grind. Always after the chips, stay stacking all the time. Cause I deliver shit that these other cats won't do. Turn down some money, that's something that I don't do. Always handle business and I'm always on time. I'm like the internet because I'm always online. Niggas call me when they need it and I'll be there in a jiffy. Moving swiftly through the city, wonder how I move so quickly. Bombing hills, doing 50, I'm the 415 king. Born and raised, sucker free, I've been doing my thing. Mess life is the best life. Fuck a suit and tie in a desk life. Mess life is the best life. Fuck a suit and tie in a desk life. Mess life is the best life. Fuck a suit and tie in a desk life.
Check. Look who we got in the studio. Yee! It's our boy Rossi.
What's good?
Hey.
How you doing, man? Thanks for having me.
Chilling, man.
We've been talking about this for a while, too.
Yeah.
I'm glad I finally got to get out here.
Yeah, I appreciate you doing the trip.
Oh, yeah.
You know, LA and SF are like the same thing, but they're just far away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hell yeah. Hey, welcome to the studio, Rossi.
Yee!
What's going on?
One love.
Cheers, brother. Cheers.
To the good life. Cheers, fucker.
Yee! Hey, jump in the chat, anyone that's tuning in. Give us topics to talk about. We're finna go all over the place. Talk about everything.
I didn't realize this shit was live like this, damn.
Oh, yeah, we live.
I'm live and direct all the time.
You see, I didn't think it would be no different for you. You know what I mean? Between your popular Instagram stories and, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing. The only difference is we can't edit it. Once we push the button,
we
on. Yeah, bro. So, summer's coming. Bikes are getting cool again. You know what I mean? COVID kind of dropping a little bit as far as people being like, precautious and being like,
motherfuckers is getting the vaccine.
Yeah, people are doing things now to make everything a little easier on us.
Yeah.
But that means lots of projects.
Yeah.
So I know I seen you making moves here and there. You just dropped a new track, a new album.
New album. My debut album.
So we'll debut that here. We'll play it. We'll play the video. We'll do all that. Yeah, bro. So how's the Bay Area right now? But let me introduce my boy. This is Rossi, the 415 King. If anybody doesn't know, check him out on Instagram at the 415 King.
Holla, the 415 King.
The 415 King. Yeah. Bay Area, San Francisco messenger icon. That's how I would label you.
I appreciate that, man.
If I had to give you a label. I know right now there's I recently saw you guys got some SFBMA bike messenger, like some type of elections.
Oh yeah. Well, yesterday we have a new president. I was the former president, obviously.
Yeah.
I did VP for a couple years, and then I was the president the last 2 years. But it was about time for me to kind of do some other things. I ain't got as much time as I used to have to, you know what I mean? Because being responsible for the BMA, it's a lot.
Yeah, I feel that.
You got to do a lot. So.
And what are you doing right now as far as the elections? Are you running or you?
Oh well, I ran for treasurer. I'm gonna stay on as the treasurer just for this year. But we got a new president. Shout out to Kelsey. Yo, love you, man. It's your turn. And my man Los.
Oh,
he stayed on it. He stayed on as the VP.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
I ain't going nowhere. People like, why you ain't running for president again? I'm like, yo, I'm not. I'm gonna still be involved, just not to the level that I was before.
You have some other projects going on.
Well,
things you want to take care
honestly, the music shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm starting to do music, and I got less time, free time on the weekends to be throwing alley cats and doing all these fundraisers and dealing with people's bullshit. Keep it real. That's the main problem.
I know, but that's the responsibility you assume when you become president, right?
Yeah. But you're getting calls from grown adults about bullshit. You like, man, come on, deal with that.
Yeah, we had Taylor on here when he was president of the BMA.
Oh, yeah.
And he said a lot of things about to that respect. But, hey, down here in L.A., we have the ULOC mob, which I saw you were hanging out with just yesterday.
Top. Shout out to the ULOC moms, my people.
And then we've got L.A. Underground World of Racing, which is out here on the South Bay where I'm at.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of events here and there still. So the bike game is coming back, The people are coming out.
It got stronger because of the COVID. Everybody went in the house.
You think so?
Yeah. I think it got way more people on bikes. That's what I noticed.
Yeah, definitely more people on bikes. I own the bike shop, so I know that, people are buying bikes right now. People are getting their bikes fixed. People are trying to do more bikes, especially LA is not really, we were just talking about this, LA is not really, bike central, you know what I mean?
It definitely ain't bike safe.
But fucking Bay Area is a little bit ahead when it comes to bike infrastructure, right?
Yeah,
they got more bike shit going on, and it's a little easier as a messenger out there, right? You only got, what's the city, 10 miles in diameter?
It's 7 by 7.
7 by 7.
Yeah,
It's not
small.
that big. Yeah, compared to here, if you had to run a package,
Nah, it's huge. Just riding. The last time I was here, I went from Linwood to downtown. Yo, that was 30 minutes, man.
I know. I know, dude, and that's
on the map. It doesn't look that far, but it was far.
it was far. Yeah, LA is stretched out, unfortunately, and it's flat, so that's nice.
Yeah,
if you're
but
riding fixed gear, you'll be all right.
Drivers, they aggressive out here, man.
It's because it's a car sitting. People, you know what it is in LA? People don't have no respect for bikes.
Yeah.
Because I think what it is if you're riding a bike here, you're a broke head ass fool. You know what I mean? If you don't have a people, you're riding a bike. You know what I mean?
Must be a bum.
You must. and the Bay Area is it's not like that.
Nah.
People know that riding a bike is a part of the culture. It's a
Yeah.
lot of other aspects to it. And even working on a bike. Most of the DoorDash dudes here and all of
Postmates and all that Uber,
stuff,
yeah.
they're driving. Ain't nobody fucking riding their bike down here doing deliveries.
Yeah, spread out. That's why.
There's no way you can do it. But as far as messenger work, I don't think there's really any messenger work down here either. But how's it work up there? Is there still
It's
work?
slow. It's dead.
Really?
Everything died. Yeah, most of the companies are down to 2-3 riders, if that.
Damn.
The independent companies are doing they doing all right. Shout out Candlestick, Stella Courier, for keeping it, keeping the locals working, independent couriers.
Yeah, that's where it's at, I think, if you're going to do career work.
I mean,
support your local.
I get it. You got to pay your bills. That's why the apps, they're there for everybody, I don't knock the dudes that do it. I used to do it. That's how I started in the game. I was, Postmates, Caviar, anything, any app I could.
I can't say I want to knock that game because it's,
People got to pay bills, man, in the end.
But we have to admit, though, that they be taking advantage of people, those companies.
For sure. It's all, they exploit the shit out of you.
Yeah, and they're not paying no proper wages.
I try to tell people all the time, I ain't gonna lie, if you can get over, and you know what I'm talking about, get over.
Yeah. They got you on a 1099. You got to pay taxes at the end of the year.
Put it like this, when I was working for the food companies, I ate fat.
Damn.
I ate real good.
Hell
Postmates, right on, man.
Hey, that's and what's up with the iconic spot up there? One Post, is that thing?
They shut us down.
Oh, really?
When they remodeled it, and then they never we tried to go back. They got a SFPD station there.
Oh,
they kicked us out, and so then we went back down to one of the OG spots, the Wall on Sansom. They kicked us out of there too.
Damn.
We down at the island at the Embarcadero with all the skaters and the fixie kids.
Oh shit. Damn, that's kind of lame.
They ain't gonna kick us out of there. I ain't gonna lie, I like the scenery down there, but it's cold.
Is homelessness kind of like a crisis? Or is it getting worse?
It's always been. Nah, it ain't worse. It's the same.
It's the same.
A lot of the homeless people they put up in the hotels now.
Because down here it is worse.
You think it got worse?
Oh hell yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I think it's pretty much the same where we're at.
What happened is that with the COVID thing, they can't regulate no more, so they couldn't tell homeless people not to be here or there. So these fools spread out. Oh, what the hell?
Oh, look, he told me to turn my phone off.
Yeah,
Follow your own advice.
I was saying that what happened is they just spread out because all homeless people were like at the Skid Row, downtown Lake area.
That Skid Row is no joke though,
it's not,
because there's a lot of people talk like the L's is fucked up, but Skid Row down here, I'm like, that's blocks and blocks. You can't even walk on a sidewalk.
Nah, there's no. It's
no
a
sidewalk.
country.
Like that really tripped me out.
It's
like,
Tweaker County over there.
Man.
But like, so this is what happened, right? They're all concentrated there at Skid Row, and then COVID happens, and it's like a free pass to expand. So now you got homeless people everywhere. They took over Echo Park.
Well, I saw they just shut that down.
They just barely shut it down because the neighborhood people were like, yo, like, we're getting robbed, we're getting there's crime, it's high, murder is high.
The last time we were over there, they had the You Like Mob Through a Race, and there was tents everywhere. I was like, damn, they took this whole park over.
They took the whole park over, but that's a thing of the past now. But there was a lot of controversy when they went to knock it down because they were like,
I saw how they went in there.
People protested, they didn't want the homeless people to be removed or whatever, but at the same time, it's like, yo, public safety is important. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a health hazard.
Yeah, and now they spread all the way up to, if you go to Venice Beach, which is like an iconic area where tourism and lots of stuff. There's always been homeless people there, but now it's like
rampant.
It's tent city. You know what I mean? Like, it's tent city, MacArthur Park, tent city, everywhere.
It's more like that in Oakland. Like in Oakland, it's a lot of that tent city shit. In SF, they starting to open back up, so you see they're clearing shit out because they want the tourists to come back.
Yeah, but it's costing them heavy.
Yeah. Well, San Francisco is literally one of the most sought after places. Everybody want to go vacation there.
That's
so
fucking
tourism
true.
is like half the economy.
And they probably lost so much money.
From
from the COVID and
we started seeing the double-decker buses again, so we like, okay, they opening up. When if they're doing that, they opening up.
Are people riding their bikes across the bridge again?
Yeah, definitely. It's more bike riding for sure. And they shut down Market Street to cars. There's no to regular cars.
To regular cars, yeah.
But they turned it into like a Muni highway. Like the Muni buses now will gas up and down that thing.
Yeah, it was already kind of like that with the orange strip. But now no vehicles.
Nah,
so now,
they really go. And then you get the bold commuters that now, because they know there's no oncoming, they'll be going over the line and doing all kind of wild shit.
You get a lot of people that haven't ridden a bike for too long, and then they jump on, and then they just think they're they drive like they ride their bike.
Yeah,
and
then you don't know the streets, and the greats, man. They hit that.
Hey, people get stuck there all the time.
Pop tires, all the shit.
The railroad tracks, people get stuck in there.
Don't hit the cheese graters.
Don't hit the cheese graters. The Muni tracks, bro. Oh, dude, I'll tell you a story. I used to work at a bike shop up there called Avenue Cyclery. Shout out to my homies up there. And there was a lady who was a customer there. She rode a little folder bike with skinny tires. Dude, one time I was riding my bike up Mission Street, right? And I'm just riding. And then this lady, she passes me, and it was dark, and it was kind of moist, like the ground and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So she goes into the railroad track, and she can't get out.
Okay.
She's like, oh, and I was like, slow down. And she just went over.
OTV.
She smacked her head, bro. Bled all over the place. The ambulance had to come and get her and stuff. I was like,
hate to see it.
But it's not as dangerous as down here.
Nah, hell no.
You know what I mean? It's still way chiller
to
ride your bike than down here, just because of the traffic.
Yeah.
Just because there really is not even any bike lanes down here. You know what I mean?
Even if you have the right to the lane, the cars, they don't want you there. You can feel it. Like in the city, if you kind of are in the middle, they'll coast behind you. Here, they'll honk, they'll get right up on you.
Yeah.
Swoop up fast. I'm like, ooh.
I will say though that the whole the coast area, northern coast area, is becoming very much like SF. They get the same bike lanes, they get the same orange thing, the same green paths. If you go over to Santa Monica, Marina del Rey, Culver City, all this area over here, that they're more a little bit more like SF. They got the hipster shops, the coffee. It looks like the Mission District, kind of what I mean.
Valencia.
It looks like Valencia. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of that. There's some bike shops up there that do some things, but it's only one little area.
Yeah.
And the rent, coincidentally, is exactly like SF. It's high as a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Nobody can pay to live.
Rents are dropping because a lot of them tech companies, Twitter and all, they said you could just work from home. So a lot of those people that was living in all those 8th, 10th Street, the NEMA building, they're moving out.
Oh shit.
So rents are going down. People are actually moving back to the city.
Because now, you know, but
Rents
how
are
long is that
going
gonna last? You know
Ain't
what
no
I mean?
telling. Well, I mean, they're saying that these tech companies, you can just work from, you know what I mean? You can work from home. So a lot of these people are going back to where they came from and just working from home.
That's interesting. I never
SF,
thought of that.
I'm starting to see more natives now. Like, it's a trip because before you wouldn't recognize anybody, and now you're like, oh, you still here? Oh shit, what's up?
You still here?
You seeing? Yeah. Whoa, man.
Oh shit.
'Cause
Hey.
like San Francisco's is one. It's unique that way to where it ain't too many like people that are born and raised there.
Not too many. Not too many.
We're like unicorns. People are like, oh, you actually from here?
Yeah, and LA is not like that at all. I would say that. Like,
It's a lot of locals.
Yeah, where we're from, like the Southeast LA area, like Linwood, Compton area. I would say nobody goes in and nobody goes out. You know what I mean?
They stay. Nah, yo, we know some cats like that back home.
But the Bay Area is just so expanded. Like, it's just, there's no way that, you know, there. I was there for many years, and I think a handful of, like, you could count them with your fingers. You know what I mean? How many people are left that were there the whole time?
Yeah.
You know, Lowe's has been there for a long time.
Yeah, but even me, I live in Oakland. Most of us live in Oakland.
Because it's too hard. Yeah, it's expensive.
It's expensive.
So you rather commute than
I'm on BART every day.
Um,
I ain't gonna lie, I like Oakland though. The vibe out there is way different.
It is.
I was skeptical at first before I first moved because, you know, when you grow up in the city, it's like the city and the town. You don't want to go. We don't go to the town. As soon as I moved out there within like 6 months, I'm like, man, I like out here better.
What do you think about like hanging out in Oakland and like you know, there's hookers on International?
Oh man, my girl used to have a spot over there.
Oh shit,
man, they had a little midget pimp too. No.
A midget,
a little midget pimp. Yeah, he was sick.
Yo, and the Bay Area and LA are known for pimping. You know what I mean? Like this is pimp central. Like,
oh yeah,
especially Oakland.
Definitely. Well, yeah, the Mac. Come on.
But I find it funny. Like, Oakland is such a like weird place right now because you got the pimps and the hustlers, and you got the drug dealers, and you got the homeless people, and you got all this. But at the same fucking time, there's a random white lady jogging and shit in the morning. You know what I mean? Like, just like doing her
especially
thing.
Like Mandela Parkway, the West Oakland got kind of gentrified. I live in the north, and I ain't gonna lie, it's like South Berkeley. It's white people. It's, you know what I mean.
And look, I'm not against gentrification in any kind of way. Like, I think that if people are moving, like, I think people can go wherever the fuck they want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's your right, for sure.
Yeah. So like, if you're trying to go somewhere, just go there. You know?
Yeah.
Like, our neighborhoods, like, people like to complain, like, oh, they're gentrifying the Mission District.
Yeah.
It used to be Latino, Mexican, and now it's blah 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 blah. Like, yo, but that whose fault is that?
I'm
You know
okay
what I mean?
with people moving in. My problem with the gentrification really is when people like. As you're a guest in the city, so you should try to immerse yourself in their culture and try to learn, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, ingratiate yourself to the community you move into. But they move to I want to move to San Francisco, and then they want it to be how it was back home, and they want to change everything. Like, you want to live in San Francisco, but you don't really want to live, like, you know what I mean? You don't want to be from here. You don't want, you're not part of the community.
They want the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
You know?
You want to make it how it was back home, but you still want to be like, I live in San Francisco now. That's what I don't like.
I guess for me, the thing that I find like hypocritical is like when people say like, oh, like you know, that it's white people doing all the gentrification.
Nah, it ain't.
But it ain't. Like,
nah, it ain't.
If you look at like Compton was predominantly white, and then black people moved in, and then Mexican people moved in and pushed out the black people. You know what I mean? So like, all races are gentrifying all other races. Like, this is happening constantly.
Yeah.
You know? But who's the only people that got it on lock? Go try and gentrify Chinatown.
Yeah, that ain't
that's not gonna happen.
That don't happen.
It's not gonna happen.
Nah,
you know what I
nah.
mean? Go try and gentrify Koreatown here in LA. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what it's like to put your neighborhood on lock and say, no, this is our neighborhood. We're taking care of ours. These are our businesses. These are our everything. You know?
Yeah.
See, but Latinos and blacks, we didn't do that. You know what I mean? We don't own shit.
It's a lot of hate.
People moved us out for no reason. You know what I mean? So I feel that whole vibe at the same time. Like, Oakland's becoming a little bit of a lot of things.
Oh, for
you know
sure.
What I mean?
My neighborhood completely gentrified.
But let's be real. When stuff gets gentrified, it gets safer.
I was just about to say that. Like, I never used to walk around until I like my neighborhood. I'm like, yo, I just walk to the store and you know what I mean.
I know.
It's kids and dogs and shit. I'm like, this is nice. It's safe.
Look at Echo Park now. It's like a cool hipster place. You know? And before it was like you'll get robbed by a cholo.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And now
it's still though. Last time we was here, somebody got shanked up over by the park. So yeah, it's still dangerous.
It's still dangerous.
It's still dangerous.
But it's getting there. It's getting there. It's gonna take a while. I always say that the Bay Area is like 5 years ahead of LA. You know what I mean? Like whatever's happening in the Bay Area, it's gonna happen here just like 5 years later. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I see it. What do you think about that?
I never thought about it like that. Like I always thought like this is Hollywood, this is the movies, this is you know what I mean. This is where you come to want to be a rapper or a comedian or some shit.
To be honest, like all of that is different. LA, you know what I mean? Like LA is LA. Yeah, and then we got that other thing. You know what I mean? That movie shit and all.
Yeah. I think that's what we think up there. It's like everybody's Hollywood.
Nah, that's its own thing. Like you know, like I feel like that's completely separate from like most of the people that live in the South LA area. They never even go up to like none of those areas. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you can grow up in Compton, Linwood, Southgate, Paramount, and you'll never venture up to like downtown LA, Koreatown, and all these places.
That's kind of like some New York shit. They don't leave their boroughs.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. I would say it isn't interesting. New York is kind of like LA and SF if you mash them motherfuckers together. Am I right? Yeah. With its own thing, of course. You know, I haven't been up there. I haven't visited, so I can't speak.
You ain't been?
I've never been to New York.
I love New York.
But you've been there, right?
Oh, yeah, a bunch of times. That's one of my favorite cities, period, to go. It's my favorite city to ride that I've personally ridden. But, yeah, the traffic there, the people, the food, I love that shit.
I've got to go one of these days.
That New York state of mind shit, I feel that shit.
I got to see it for myself. You know?
I've
seen some bike videos of fools riding their bikes through neighborhoods and shit.
Birthplace of hip hop. That's the shit.
Birthplace of hip hop and graffiti and all these things, you know? We're second hand to that. But we got our own thing. We got our own thing.
For sure.
Hell yeah. Hey, if anything, I'll probably just play your track right now. See if we can premiere your video.
Oh yeah,
it's a really good track, and I want people to check it out because it's just rad. Here, I'm gonna fucking. And this is brand new. When did you?
Now all this footage that I shot for this was 3-4 years ago. You could just tell by the bike and a helmet. I don't never wear no helmet.
So pre-COVID shit.
Yeah, this was well a few years ago. I got asked to be in a documentary. And they came up to one post looking for like, you know, some bikers. It was 3 of us. They ended up picking me. So I shot with them for like a week. And the documentary never came out, but they gave me like an 8-9 minute clip of just some extra shit, some video, like an interview that I did. And then, I did this song. I had the album, and I was trying to figure out, like, some type of promo, a video. And I'm like, man, I was looking at the footage that they gave me, and I'm like, dude, this is perfect. Like, they basically gave me a free video because this is like movie quality.
Oh yeah.
I would have had to pay $50,000 for some shit like this, and I got it for free.
That's what's up. See, good deals all around.
They probably gonna hit me with a cease and desist one of these days.
Nah. Hey, everybody, check this out. It's new and it's fresh and it's better than the last track, which I was a fan of, a Mass Live, which we played earlier. That's my favorite Rossi track, but this one's even better. Check this out, boys. Yeah. Then you got drone shots and everything.
Yo.
Yeah, yo, all I need in this world is my bike and my bag, a whole lot of weed and a little bit of cash, just to get me through the day and maintain motivation and to keep my legs pumping to my next destination. All I need.
How you feel watching this?
I mean, every time I watch it, I like watching it. Like, even if it wasn't me, I would like it. That's how I felt. Like, it looked, you know what I mean?
My legs pumping to my next destination. From point A to point B, I try not to ever stop. Like I just robbed a bank and was running from the cops. Got a bag full of tags, gotta make all these
the bull horns. I don't even rock those no more.
Nah, we got riser bars now.
Yeah, I'm chilling. My back was hurting. Yeah, some scenes I don't have a helmet on. And then I cracked my head during the filming, so they made me put it. Yeah, this right here was cold. Ooh. I make this shit look easy.
But go and try it though. Go and try it. Try this hook right here.
Yo, hit that corner.
Oh no, don't tell nobody to do that. Gonna get some splats.
Man, you going down. That's that old Citizen chain right there, man. Bike shop that
They're not there no more, right?
Nah.
That's San Francisco.
Nah, that's Citizen chain, yeah. The old Citizen chain.
Today might be my last day living in the fast lane while everybody never slow but known to act a fool.
This was perfect.
Like I'm stupid though, just trying to make this music so the people all kebab they hear the folks I grew up with all in prison or they probably did. Me, I took another route delivery.
I like the angles that they shot on this because it showed your line of sight. It shows what you're looking at.
And people will say, "Oh my God, why would he do that?"
Oh yeah. Nah, I get it all the time. Like, man, you must be real good at Frogger. Look, me perping like I ride figs. Oh. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. They used to, it was cats that when I first started, they were like, "You fixie famous." I'm like, man, I don't even ride a fix. I ride single speed. I be perping.
That's funny.
You still can't hit the intersection like me though.
Sometimes you gotta coast for some shit. It's too dangerous.
Yeah, I like breaks, man. I don't know what these cats are talking about. I like being able to stop.
There's a difference between writing for fun and working. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I'm out here every day. This is my livelihood. This is not it's not a game.
You're not one of these fucking boutique messengers.
Nah. I'm not a sunshine boy. It ain't summertime for me, and I'm bored and I needed to do something. Nah. This is my full time. I'm a professional bike messenger. that we still exist.
That shit's hard, bro.
Right on, but I appreciate it. It ended up working out.
More than working out. I would say that shit's fresh.
I appreciate it. I had a couple homies that was like, man, it's like a artwork, man. It's like, I had a couple people was like, it's kind of inspiring just watching it.
For the culture, anybody doing anything that, is not, you're not getting paid to do it or whatever. It's coming from your heart. You want to put it out. You represent that area, that culture, that subculture. You know what I mean? Like, even down here, there's dudes doing bike races. There's dudes doing all kinds of stuff. But at the end of the day, whenever you put it all into a big, like, you put a lot of work into making it a one observable thing. You know what I mean? Whenever it becomes that one thing and you can share it and people see it, automatically they get this thing where they're like, connect to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's what attracts people to your Instagram. That's what attracts people to your lifestyle is that, they see a little bit of themselves in it. Yeah. But also, like, you put in the work to make it work how it's supposed to, And a lot of us are not good at that. You know what I mean? Like, I could say that I'm not good at particular. That's why we're doing the live stream right now. Because I ain't trying to go and click and edit later, and cut this shit later.
This is how it's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's too much work for me. You know what I mean? But your Instagram stories are funny, dude. Like, half of the time, I wish I could pull up some of them now, but half the time they're like a good, like,
it's entertaining sometimes, but sometimes I put my foot in my mouth.
Like anything, but it's like it's a daily dose. You know what I mean? Like, people are getting a daily dose and they're tuning in. So people appreciate that.
I'm pretty consistent with it.
But check his out. Like, this is Instagram, Rossi415 King, and you can see all his stuff right here. Everything past, future, present is all right here. So anybody listening, just tune in, check this dude out.
Yeah, fuck with me, man. The 415 King.
And then also that track we just played, people could get it at Bandcamp, right? People can.
Yeah, I'm on 415 Rossi at Bandcamp.
Yeah, and then obviously you got the.
And SoundCloud. I'm on SoundCloud. It's gonna be on It's gonna be on Spotify, Apple, Tidal, Google. I'm just waiting for the little. I uploaded the album late.
I gotcha.
But it's coming.
It'll be there.
It'll be everywhere. Trust me.
So get that track, boys, because it's it's rocking.
Yo, yeah, hey, yo, Bandcamp though, the money goes straight to me, man. Hit me.
And I'm putting that track in my my speaker bike playlist.
Hey, right on, yo, thank you.
I got a speaker bike with like massive speakers.
Oh, like some bike party shit?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You ever done stuff like that?
Nah, I kind of.
Nah, you don't like the bike parties?
I mean, nah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, not that I don't like it, but it just by the time I get off work and shit, I'm like, I'm about to go do some other shit.
That's true. For you, it's like overtime. And shit. Yeah.
And then like, I ain't gonna like some of the bike party people. This is not my crowd. That's all.
Honestly, I've been to bike parties in SF. I've been to SF.
I heard Oakland was popping.
I heard of SF bike party and East Bay bike party.
Yeah, East Bay.
And I've been to both of them. East Bay is okay. SF is terrible.
It is, yo. That's what I thought. I've seen them, and I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. I don't want to roll with them.
Nah, it's whack. But
San Jose, I heard is popping, but I never been there.
Nothing like LA bike rides. Bro.
That's the shit.
LA bike party rides are the shit.
Yeah.
There's nothing like those places. You ever heard of like there's an old generation of bike riding down here that's pre ULOC Mob and pre LA UWC and all these guys. Like there's a pre everything. Like, what I grew up with. Yeah. There's a website called midnightriders.com. It probably still functions. Maybe we'll pull it up and show people like if you're in the LA area. Like, what if you want to find a bike ride? You go on this fucking website. Just type in Midnight.
Oh, there you go.
Riders with 2 Z's. And if you go on this website, you can basically find any ride happening in the LA area. And there's so many rides down here. There's Taco Tuesdays. There's
that's what's up.
Monday Night Rehab. There's Mom Riders. And then there's old school ones that used to happen that don't happen no more. Crank Mob, Family Ride.
Okay.
There was a lot of cool ass stuff. Like the reason why I ride bikes like all city, like all around town. The reason why I got into riding is more than likely because of this stuff. You know, like I did the critical mass down here when it used to happen, and so this is an old website, but you can see that the kind of stuff that people were doing. It was rad.
Yeah.
You know? We're talking like 3,000-4,000 people on a bike ride.
Yeah, that's
you know what I
up.
mean. That's completely different.
That's
than
numbers.
And it was just fun, bro.
That's kind of like what the young cats is doing with all the wheelie kids.
The wheelie kids.
The wheelie kids are no joke, they're taking over. Like, yo, I see them at the 12 o'clock boys.
Yeah.
They be everywhere, man. They scare the shit out of me, though. I ain't gonna lie. Watching that suicide, oh, man, I just cringe.
Yeah, the wheelie kids are the new fixies.
Yeah, and I can't lie, like, I can't talk shit because I run red lights like a madman. But when I see them doing that shit just for fun, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, it is pretty wild. It is pretty wild. I think the guy that started all that wheelie kid shit is gonna be D-Block.
Yeah, from maybe he not started it, but I know damn well he blew that shit up.
Yeah, for sure.
I made sure to go meet him when I first went out to New York because I respected his hustle.
And all his wheelie bike stuff is all the SE bike. Like this type of bike, it was not a thing.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
I remember SE was a BMX company back in the day, and it wasn't really that.
They were whack, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still don't like their bikes, but they're very popular.
So I grew up in BMX, and then I was doing when I first started up as a messenger. I was on my 20-inch. For like a month or two, and then cats was seeing me, and they like, hey man, you might want to get like a bigger bike. And I didn't know nothing about road bikes or fixies and nothing like that, so I went to Valencia, and the SE bikes was big, but you know they got a fixie like the Lager or whatever it was,
$200-$300 one.
That one. So I bought that right off the rack, and that was the bike that was in the video.
Oh shit!
It's a fucking SE Lager.
That's crazy.
Right off the rack.
Yeah, these wheelie kids are out of control, and down here we have some other stuff. Our D-Blocks is like. New York.
Yeah.
But down here we have the goon kids.
And it's one of them rapper dudes that be
Yeah.
He's with the shit.
It's a fucking
Fixie dude. I forget his name.
We'll pull it up. Fixie goons. Oh, we're not gonna find it. I'll pull it up on YouTube because they are. There's a particular bike brand called Throne Cycles.
Yeah.
And they're like they're basically a copy of the SE bike.
Yeah.
But they're from LA. Yeah. So they have a thing called the Goon.
True story. My homie a few years ago, he won a Throne track bike in a race, and he gave it to me. And then I gave it to somebody else.
Here, I'm gonna pull it up because that guy got some. I'll play some of the So you're a bike rider and you make music. So this is another dude that's a bike rider.
Yeah.
And he makes music. So
What's his name? I forget his name.
I think it's called. Oh, fuck.
Blood. I can't. I can't remember his name.
This is why drinking beer.
Block Boy.
Block Boy Fame.
Yeah. There you go. I apologize, man. Block Boy Fame. He be putting it on. I know some homies that know him.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Is that we couldn't think of that shit. Too much beer this morning.
Yeah. This one. Yeah, yo. He be doing his thing.
We just bump one of these real quick. Hope I don't get copyright. I don't think I will.
My homie Jake be fucking with these cats. Pat the Fixie King, all them dudes. Shout out to the Patrick the Fixie King, Brother Atlantic, love you, Black.
And I've been talking with another little kid down here, Guillermo Galindo. He's like a sick little fixie kid. Lives right here in the South Bay.
Yeah?
Yeah, maybe we'll do a podcast later.
He's
like,
killing?
He's like the Kyle, the young Kyle from down here. Yeah.
Oh, you know Kyle, yo, he's about to be a racer now.
He's about to be a racer?
I mean, yo, that boy fast.
Shout out to Kyle.
Yo.
Shout out to young Kyle.
Yee.
Shout out to Muerte. Shout out to fucking who else is out there? Shout out to Taylor.
Los, the whole SFBM at Way. Yo, Uncle Mongo. JP.
Shout out to Oscar.
Yo, all the homies, man.
Shout out to my brother. Where's this fool at?
Fume, where you at? I called him earlier, man. He didn't answer my call. I ain't that important.
Let's skip to the music.
Yeah. What's up with this shit, man? Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Unknown Bikes is another LA bike company.
Yeah.
I sell that brand particularly.
Do you know where he from in LA? This dude?
I know that all these dudes hang out like at the Paramount area, which is like Southeast LA. Oh, they're talking to you, Rossi.
Damn, I ain't fuck. You see, that's why the fixie dudes, I can't hang with y'all. They be I'm not cool enough. I keep it real. Anytime somebody asks me why you don't ride fix, because I'm not cool enough. You gotta be a cool guy.
These damn wheelie kids, bro.
They ain't no joke though. They on some other shit.
I don't even know what this is, but we're gonna play it.
Yeah, we'll turn this. Yo, we could turn this into something. We can critique this shit.
I go by the name of Fixie Montana, nigga.
Not Fixie Montana. Okay.
I'm the leader of the 2-wheel gang, nigga.
Oh, you saw that's the homie, Chris Too Active. He was just in that video.
Thrasher?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He'll be on this podcast later too.
Oh, really?
Chris Too Active, yeah.
Yeah, I was just with that fool last night. I'm about to see him at the park.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Tell that fool let's line it up.
We about to go skiing.
See a red light and we willy past those. Yeah, we the shit now. When we post on the gram, they talk
Hey, that's Santa Monica.
We made it, we busting tricks now. But tell them hating ass niggas, I said sit down. Cause when I show up to the
There you go, right there. Look, hey.
There he is right there. There he is right there.
Look at him.
Oh shit, watch out. See, but this is like, all right, when I grew up, I was a fixie willy kid.
Yeah.
Like this kid right here.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But now we got these like fat 27.5, you know,
Yeah,
fat tires.
tires. 29ers and shit.
29ers. I can't hate though, you know, because we were doing the same bullshit. Hey, that dude's running out of gear.
Man, he got a baby gear.
So what you think about this? What you think about this new culture?
I mean, I ain't got no problem with it, man. Like, I like it's the positive energy and shit. I like that shit.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Nah, man, like, if it's bringing people together and people are having a good time, and, yo, I'm with that. But I do talk shit about these cats. The one thing that I hate that they say, it irritates the shit out of me is when they say, if it ain't fixed, it's broke. Oh my God, I'm not gonna lie.
They do say that.
That term, it just irks the shit out of me. Every time I hear it, I just want to sock dude. Like, I swear, I just
The guys, the fixie guys that get me are the guys that are like not in a bad way, but messengers that write fix break lists. It's like, yo, that's crazy. Why would you do that? You know.
Well, anybody that does that after like a year, you get a road bike or a mountain bike. Like you switch it up. You realize real quick that's that cool guy shit. Track bike Tuesday. You know, you can keep that for a couple days a week. You ain't doing that 7 days a week.
You go out once in a while with that.
Your
knees will buckle after a while. You know what I mean?
Off top, especially San Francisco coming down them hills.
Nah, that shit's way too dangerous for everyday shit.
Nah, you got weight on your back. Nah.
And you can see it in the races too when we're racing. Like, man, like out here, that's why there's two categories. You know, like there's gears and then there's fixed. Yeah. You know, but we never race the two against each other. But fixed gear riders want to talk mad shit as if they're faster and better and all this. How come you don't race with the gears? You know what I mean? How come you don't race with the gears?
I mean, I had one OG told me one time, he was like, man, track bikes are for training, road bikes is for racing. I don't know if I necessarily agree, but that's what he told me.
I think different applications, but yes. On the street, yes.
Yeah.
On the street, yes. Like we're talking about alley cats. Yeah, definitely. We're talking about all this kind of stuff. But this wheelie stuff, you see all these, these are motorcycle tricks.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is some Rough Rider shit. Some rest in peace DMX, by the way.
Man.
Yeah, some Rough Rider shit. You know what I mean? Like I think it's interesting how they adapted the motorcycle tricks to the bike. The seat stomping and the all that shit. That's motorcycle shit.
Yeah, that's respect though. I love this shit.
It's different. And it's hard to make some different shit happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, bikes getting played out sometimes too. Like,
even like me, like when me and Los got together and started doing rapping, and we did a soundtrack about bikes and mess life shit. It was people that was like, "Why y'all rapping about bikes? Don't nobody want to hear that." They're like, "What? Like, don't nobody want to hear that?" But we just kept with it. Like, fuck this. We wasn't doing it for nobody else. We was doing it for us.
That's what I appreciate about this type of content. You know?
Yeah, no,
it may not have like 1 million views or whatever, but well, actually, this does.
Who is this? The audience, the homie
Reyes,
Slum. Yeah,
obviously, anything this fool puts out,
he's fucking dope though. Yeah, that motherfucker's sick. Shout out to Matt, man.
Shout out.
He back in the city too.
All of the he produces some of the best film content when
sick.
It comes to bicycles.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And recently down here in SoCal, we had the Bicycle Film Festival.
Yeah, it happened this weekend at SF.
Yeah. Oh really?
It was it was yesterday and today.
See, he knows more than I do.
Yeah, that shit just went down.
But hey, fucking anything else you want to shout out? Any other fucking anything?
Nah, man, not really, man. Shout out to all my homies. I appreciate you for having me on, man. We've been talking about this for a while.
Yeah, it's been chill. And like I said, more bike stuff's coming. So like this podcast is like all over the place because I do a lot of different things, but particularly the bike scene, I want to kind of like, because you see stuff on like videos that people edit, and you can go on people's Instagram stories and you can see like events, bike races, alley cats, all these things, right? But you never get to see like a sit-down conversation with somebody and to really tell you how they feel about certain subjects and things like this, So I think the podcasting is really gonna work for bike culture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or what do you think about that? There's no long format content for this kind of stuff,
Nah, I'm already like I've been setting up my little home studio. I want to do it. I'm want to start podcasting myself.
Yeah, do it, bro.
Because I want to start interviewing my homies though, just like how you know what I'm saying, talking to the real people.
And because it might not seem like a lot, but even our independent lifestyle, like even the things that we do are on our own every day. Yeah. Like it might not seem like a lot, but other people, they've never seen nothing like this. You know what I mean? Like you're talking about like a worldwide audience. Like you're talking about people that live in other countries. Yeah. Maybe you inspire someone in a different city to start their own messenger group. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can be an inspiration to a lot of people.
Definitely. Motherfuckers feel my music in other places more than like your own backyard.
That's true. That's true about everything.
That's just how it works. The homies are back home like, yeah, whatever.
But that's why YouTube is a good tool because, not just YouTube, but
social media in general.
All this shit. People will tune in from all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, it might not seem like all right, we're talking right now. It's just me and you, and that's 2 people, right? But if you post something on the internet and you get 1,000 likes or 1,000 views on your story, like it might not seem like a lot, but that's 1,000 fucking people tuning into your shit. You know what I mean? And like to downplay 1,000 to say that like, oh, 1,000's not a lot. I need 10,000. Like, yo, like.
See, that's the thing. Don't worry about who ain't watching. You just worry about who is.
Exactly.
That's for real.
It could be 10 people, but as long as
I don't care who's not listening, but who is.
Yeah, and I think that most people that tune into different projects, they understand like genuineness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they understand that people are not bullshitting you. They're like telling you like what their life is like, and not just like those particular things, but also like your everyday stories and like everything you post. People judge it. You know, people are like,
real quick. They'll hop in the DMs and be like, "Oh no, I don't agree with you."
But I see you kind of stay away from like political stuff. Stay away.
I mean, I kind of got, last year during the whole George Floyd shit. I actually, my next project is going to be real like political, and I'm talking about issues that's been happening, and just how I felt about everything.
Right,
so it is my next project, FOE, Freedom of Expression, man. That's coming. It's already pretty much recorded. I just gotta buckle down, tighten some shit up.
Hey,
but it's completely different from this project that I just did. This last project I did, my debut, was personal. It was all me, my life, how I kind of grew up and shit. And this next one is just how I feel about what's going on.
Yeah, I still have to check out the rest of the tracks on the album.
Oh, yeah, man, it's all good. That shit just dropped, man.
Yeah.
Broke Till Payday, man. Come fuck with me.
I put them in my playlist. Sometimes when I go out to DJ, I play local music, like what I consider like local artists. I put all that in a thing. Because I got a lot of homies that make music, so if you're a DJ, people send you tracks.
All the time,
you kind of put it in a thing and then play it out. So maybe I'll do a live stream here actually, and then do like a locals only like music live stream kind of thing.
Yeah, that'd be dope, for sure.
But yeah, realness is important, like being real
be
to
authentic.
Yourself. Yeah, be authentic. Don't lie to nobody. Don't. All this fake it till you make it shit is kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like fuck all that.
I can't do that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm brutally honest sometimes too. Like damn.
But isn't that why people tune in?
I think so.
Shit,
yeah. Because even when I fuck up, like I'm like, I fucked up. I know that was fucked up.
It's better,
but I'm okay with that.
Exactly.
That's what I was talking to somebody recently. They like, what it is about you is you're okay with looking like an asshole and being like, all right, yeah, that's where most people don't want to be like that.
No,
they're not okay. Like they want people to like them all the time.
Because people think of social media like this thing where like they can like upload a picture, but they could put filters over it. They can.
You could doctor it up.
It's an image that they created, but it's not reality.
And I try not to do that. Like most of the time when I'm doing my shit, I try to just be natural, just like this is it. But there are times when my mom follows me on Instagram, so
you gotta be careful.
My mom will call me and be like, "You better take that down. Don't. I don't want to hear that. Funny. Nope." And I'm like, that's the only person that can make me erase an Instagram post.
But that's the thing. Like, you're taking the criticism. You're allowing people to communicate with you.
Yeah.
You're saying, okay, yeah, I feel that. You're judging posts. You're letting people judge your posts. Yeah. And I think that's the most important thing. So that's how interaction happens. A lot of people upload things to the internet, but they don't want no one to interact with it. They just want the likes. They just want that dopamine hit of people hitting that button.
I always tell people like, don't call me stupid or don't say what I'm like. Oh, you don't agree, but we can have dialogue. I'm not above reproach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Like we can have this dialogue, but if you don't just call me names and say I'm stupid.
And a lot of the times people forget that there are people out here in the world that just don't take bullshit from nobody. You know what I mean? Like they need to know that if you're sitting on the train with 100 people, chances are some of those people in there are gonna be like you. You know what I mean? And if you do something dumb like steal a bike or say something stupid, you're gonna get smacked.
Yeah, somebody gonna check you.
Yeah,
there are people out there that will smack the shit out of you.
Yes, all over the place. You know what I mean? And people are almost forgetting that that's a reality. You know what I mean?
Because of the Instagram and all. There are times when people shoot off at the mouth, and I'm always like, hey man, make sure you have that same energy if you ever see that person, because they gonna remember what you said.
So I think for myself, speaking for myself, I act exactly how I do online as if I do in real life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like for me, it's the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
but
I mean, we try to be. Sometimes when the cameras run, you do a little, you know what I mean? Sometimes things are,
even right now during this podcast, not just
sometimes you could put on extra, but I get what you're saying. Yeah.
yeah. As long as we're not forging an image
Nah.
for people to, you know what I mean? Like a lot of that is going on, and I think we need less of that. I think we need more people like you that just straight up tell people what it's like and what it is.
I
You know
appreciate
what I mean?
that. Right on.
That's what we need more of. That's why this is called the Real Vibes Podcast.
Yeah, I like it. I got out of the damn Uber with a michelada.
And he let you in there with that.
He said, "Don't spill it." Every time I come to, we really don't have this shit back. They don't have these like this down here.
I know. Tell me about it,
Every
bro.
time I come here, that's all I do is
Every
drink
time we
these.
had a party at the bike shop up there, we're like, hey, go to the 7-Eleven and get some of those cups. Bro, what are you talking about? They don't have those cups.
They don't, yo.
What? You know, I'm like, what do you mean they don't have those cups?
Nah, yeah, I love this shit.
Yeah,
they said this one with the green dude on there. This is the good one.
That's the good one. That's
Yeah,
true.
That's
Who
what they
told you
said.
that?
One of the homies from the U-Lock. He was
knows.
like, yeah,
He knows. He knows.
you got the good one because some of them ain't good.
Hell yeah, bro. Hey, enjoy your time down here, bro.
Right
you
on.
know, I don't know how much longer you have in LA, but enjoy your time. You know, it's a chill city, and there's a lot of shit to do.
I love
You
LA.
know,
I love
yeah.
all my LA homies. Yo, every time I come down here, I have a good time.
Hell yeah.
Nothing but love.
When you heading back to the Bay Area?
Mañana.
Mañanas.
Yeah, I'm out tomorrow morning.
Damn.
I like it because it's a quick flight, man. Hour and 20 minutes. I'm there, and that's why I showed up Thursday so I can have a whole weekend just to chill.
That's chill. I wish I could take vacations like that.
Well, technically, I'm not on vacation right now.
Oh, hey. oh, you're sick, bro.
Dead,
You're sick.
Oh, man.
Nah, but hey, it was a pleasure having you on the podcast, bro.
Thank you.
It's a little early to be drinking beer, so I'm feeling kind of
I know.
but it's a good podcast. Hey, and stay tuned for other bike podcasts. Like I said, we're gonna have Chris Too Active. We're gonna have Guillermo Galindo. We're gonna have other bike stuff going on.
Hell
so,
yeah! Shout out to Thrasher.
This isn't just a music thing or a DJ thing. Or, bikes is a big part of my life.
It's real vibes.
We'll be doing all kinds of shit.
Hell
so stay
yeah.
tuned, bro. And I'll be honest, I get a little political at some aspects of certain ideas.
That's life,
you know
though.
what I mean? But that's
You
life.
should, yeah.
I criticize anything and everything equally. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel about that. But hey, shout out to everybody in the Bay Area. And we're about to sign out of this, bitch.